All right, good day, boys and girls. Welcome. Hope you're keeping warm. We are going to be working on book number 1 today. This book is called Thunderstorm. Okay, so I want you to grab your writing book and head up. So this is your writing book. This might be a different color. Find a blank page. You're always going to head up your writing books the same way. On the left, you're going to put the book number and the title. And on the right, you're going to put the date, okay? I don't have a date behind me because I might be using this lesson for another group at another time, and you might be doing the lesson on different days. So this is how you're going to head up your book. On the left, you're going to write book and then the number. So this is book 1. Underneath, you're going to write the title. So this book is called Thunderstorm. And on the right-hand side, you're going to write today's date, whatever date it is. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see a CC, that means closed caption. When you click on that button, all the words that I say come up nice and big on your screen. Okay? All right, so after you have the book, title, date, I want you to write the title word work, short vowel sounds, and I want you to write these 4 words: step, clap, cross, and other. At this point, you can press pause to give yourself the opportunity to write all of this information down. All right, so you should have written all this information down. And at any time, boys and girls, if I'm going too fast, you can just press pause. You can go back. You can hear something again. That's totally fine. Okay, so this is on your time. This is your schedule. All right, so short vowel sounds. Short vowel E makes a sound F like an elephant. Short vowel A, like an apple, and short vowel O, like an octopus. So, I'm going to show you some words. You're going to have to decide if these words are going to go under the column, the column, or the column. If they don't fit under any of these columns, it's going to go in the other column, okay? Miss Brown, why do you have us doing writing? Why do you have us doing spelling? Well, because sometimes you come across words you might not know, and I want to give you some strategies to help you decode them. So this is going to help with your reading and with your spelling. Okay? So you should have all this information written down, and we are ready to begin. So I'm going to hold up a word. Should I say the word or should I let you say it? I'm going to tell you what the word says afterwards. Okay? So this is the first word. So decide which column this word should go under. The next word. Next word. Is this easy? Is this too easy? I hope you said yes, Miss Brown. Because if you think so, it's going to be getting more challenging with the next few lessons. You're going to be doing lots of thinking. Two more after this one. All right. So you should have all of those words that I just held up on these flashcards written under columns. So this word was drop, crab, crack. Try to say it before I say it. Them, shell, dress, cloth, clock, grass, flag, about, they, and the last one, spray. So let's see if you got them correctly written down in the right columns. All right, so in the first column, short vowel E. Under step, you should have dress, shall, then. Under clap, you should have crab, crack, flag, grass. Under cross, you should have clock, cloth, drop. And in the other column, you should have spray, they, and about. So I hope that you got them all correct. And we're going to start with our story. Okay, so our story is called Thunderstorm. I'm just going to read the little blurb on the back. It says, kaboom! Emma's terrified of thunderstorms. Now she's caught in one, and with a little kid to take care of, too. Will she panic? She's about to find out. All right, so in this book, Emma is our main character, and she is in charge of taking care of a little girl named Lily. Because Lily, I think it's either Lily's mother, her grandmother, her leg is in a cast, so she can't really help out with Lily. So Emma's been hired to do that. However, there's a thunderstorm that's coming, and Emma is terrified of thunderstorms. So her dad has given her some advice in the past about things to do when she is afraid and when she's fearful. Okay, so as we are reading this book, I want you to think about Emma's dad, and I want you to think about how he's important even though he's not always in the story. Okay, think about how he's important even though he's not always there. So what's going to happen is I'm going to read part of this book with you. I'm going to pause. You're going to read the rest of the book on your own, and I'm going to give you some writing activity to help you think about the book some more. Okay, so let's see. I'll turn to page 2 and 3. I'll turn my laptop a bit so you can see it a little bit better. And here we go. So take your time as you're reading. Try to think about what you're reading. "You're here," Lily shouted. She ran to greet Emma. Lily's mother watched from the porch, her leg in a cast. Emma came to help her each day. It was Emma's first job. "I don't know how I get along without her," Miss Gilman yelled to Emma's dad. Emma's dad smiled. "I'll pick her up in a couple of hours," he shouted back. "Watch out for thunderstorms. They've had some bad ones to the west." Emma shivered. She hated thunderstorms. "You going to be okay?" her dad asked. Emma felt like jumping back into the truck, but Mrs. Gilman was counting on her. She nodded and tried to smile. Okay, page 4. Later, the sky got dark. "Looks like a storm is coming our way," Mrs. Gilman said. She switched on a lamp. "Emma, do you think you could run down to the barn and close the doors? I don't want Daisy's hay to get soaked." Emma wanted to stay right there, safe in the house, but she said, "Okay." "I want to go with Emma," Lily demanded. "Hurry back," said Mrs. Gilman. "The storm could hit any time." Okay, I'm going to read these 2 pages and then stop. Emma hurried Lily across the little bridge and down the slope to the barn. Lily fed a handful of hay to Daisy. Thick black clouds were piling up in the sky. So what can you infer that means? So the book is not telling us, but if thick black clouds are piling up in the sky, what do you think is about to happen? It's about to start what? Raining. "Come on, Lily, we've got to go back," Emma said. Just then there was a deep rumble of thunder. If you can hear thunder, there could be lightning. Emma knew that. Her dad always told her so. He always said to stay inside during a storm. She gazed up the hill at the house. Lamplight glowed from the windows. If they ran, they could be back there in a minute. She looked again. Was that Mrs. Gilman in the window? She was holding her hand up. "Stop! Stay there!" Emma wanted to bolt for the house. What do you think that means, she wanted to bolt for the house? So think of like a bolt of lightning. It goes really, really fast, so she wanted to sprint to the house. The thunder rumbled again closer. No, it wasn't safe. She slid the barn door closed. So I'm going to stop right there, but I want you to put me on pause as you read the rest of Thunderstorm, and I'm going to give you some things to think about. So as you're reading, think about Emma's dad and how even though he's not in the story, he still helps her get through her fears and get through this ordeal that she's dealing with. I don't want to say traumatic, but for her, she's very afraid, she's very fearful. So think about some things that her dad does to help her even though he's not there. Okay, so you should have finished reading Thunderstorm. And I asked you to think about Emma's dad. So I want you to do a writing activity. Okay, so writing. Think about Emma's dad and how he was important even though he wasn't there at the house or in the barn. Write 2 ways that Emma's dad helped her, okay? So think about 2 ways that Emma's dad helped her conquer her fears, get through this ordeal, even though he wasn't right there with her. So you're going to have to look back in the book and find 2 examples, okay? So this is our first book. I hope that you made out okay. Remember to record everything in your writing book because at the end of the week, I'm going to collect it to see how you made out, okay? So enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.